Hello, hello. I don't have anyone on yet, but we will in a moment. I know we will. Let's fix up this blanket here so you can see the border. So you can see the border. Can you see the border? Yeah, fix it up a bit more. You still can't, doesn't matter. We'll talk about the border anyway. Hello, hello everybody out there in YouTube land. Okay. Well, it's nasty weather here today. Massive, massive nasty weather today. Don't you love Melbourne? Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. Mary from Wow Crochet here. Good morning, Allegra. Hello. Good morning, good morning. Check it out. Hello, Suzanne, sorry. Hello, hello, Suzanne. Hello, everyone. Check it out. Is it not coming along gorgeous? This is going to be your next tutorial coming up either tomorrow or Monday. Very, very exciting. Check it out. Come on, you can't tell me that dark green does not look fabulous in between all of them. And then we're going to pop the dark green border. Oh, sorry, the dark green border up the top. I know, it's coming along gorgeous, Suzanne. Check it out. I know. The very next tutorial is joining these hexagon blocks. Now, I have to say something. I know there's not many people on, but they can always rewatch, and I'll always say it again later. Thank you. Allegra, thank you. And Suzanne and Sylvia, that's a new name here. I don't know if you've been on our live before. Welcome. If not, I'm sorry if I missed you the last time. So welcome. The blanket is coming along gorgeously. We have the tutorials up and running. The only tutorial you don't have is this one right here, which is actually joining your blocks. And I have to tell you, I am so glad I did the green. Once you get to the dark green join in the middle there, it looks like, hello, Franca, hello, how are you? Good to see you. I know you said finally. I know you're struggling to get on, but you know, don't worry about it. You can always rewatch later if you ever struggle to get on. It's no loss. I love seeing you here live. I love seeing my followers live. I have so much fun when we go live. There you go. Check that gorgeous look out. You know what it reminds me of? Sounds silly. Reminds me of mum and dad in the middle and all the little children along the sides. That dark green reminds me of a whole lot of family. It gives me that family feel of health, especially right now, right? Of greenery, health, grass. It just gives me that beautiful look of family health. I could be wrong. Thank you, Franca. It's coming along gorgeously. And you know what? We're nowhere near finished. we have to attach those extra greens and the half colors, and then I haven't even done this one for you. It's coming today, I promise. Today or tomorrow, I promise. Oh no, tomorrow's Mother's Day. Can't do it tomorrow. We'll have to do it on Monday. I wasn't sure about the colors and it just first, but it turned out gorgeous. I know. And you know what? I'm so glad I put the dark green, Suzanne, because it highlights that middle green piece right there. It highlights it, and I'm going to keep flashing this all morning because I'm so happy with it. There's more to do. We're going to add those spare pieces. We've got the single greens that we're going to add, and then we've got the half colors, and then we're going to do a gorgeous border. Oh, now heads up, it's not for beginners, okay? I didn't think twice about it when I started doing it because I'm actually struggling with it too. So I'm thinking I'm like 100 years old, yeah, and I've been crocheting for 500 years. Exaggerating by a few million, of course. And it's not really for beginners. However, don't despair, beginners, because I'll do something similar in just one large hexagon specifically for beginners. I've been thinking about it over the past few days. I thought, oh gosh, what do I do? It's just too much for the beginners. I know it is, I know. And someone else has mentioned it last week. I can't remember who mentioned it last week. One of the genies, I think, mentioned that it's not a beginner's project. I should have been more aware of that. So what we're going to do, we are going to finish this project this week. Oh, What? You're thinking, how? We're going to finish it this week because this is your next tutorial, which is the joining of the blocks. Gorgeous. And the tutorial after that will be the second border, the picot border to that blanket right there. Good morning, Angela from Ghost Hacker, Angela. I don't know what you like to be called, but there you go. Check it out, Angela. It's come up nice. Angela, don't despair. I'm going to do an easy hexagon blanket, a full one, specifically for newbies, because I've noticed you were saying that you were struggling to put these together. It's probably best not to do that at all for yourself and a lot of the newbies who can crochet but are struggling with the joins. I know the joins in the middle can be trying and I'll say that diligently because I struggled with the joins. In fact, I struggled more with the join of the hexagons than the actual block joins. The block joins, to me, I found so much easier because you can find, with the block joins, let me get a bit closer, you can find those middle, you can find the middle stitches. Let me show you a bit more. See those middle stitches right there? You could actually find the block join middle stitches. So it's so much easier to do. Never done a hexagon before. I'm going to try this blanket even though I absolutely hate ends. Hey, listen, Franca, I don't know how professional you are at crochet. If you are a beginner, you're going to struggle with this. Okay, I've had a lot of beginners message me privately struggling, saying that they can't work out the join, they haven't worked it out. I'm going to be doing a simple hexagon blanket for beginners, just one piece with the occasional join, so it's not as bad. With the occasional adding of colour, not so much join. We're not going to be joining anything with the beginner's piece. We're just going to be doing one big, massive hexagon. I enjoy joining the little hexagons together. Did you, Allegra? I found them annoying. Oddly enough, I really am enjoying, not professional at all, I know. Look, have a practice, maybe skip through some of the parts and have a practice with that join in something else, like on squares or something, because the join itself, a lot of people are struggling with it. I'm getting private messages everywhere. So they're all struggling with the join. Not everyone. Some people are just flying through this. I've had a few posts on Facebook that I haven't attended to, but I will, I promise. I've just been snowed under. Do you know what we have done this week? What? We have done so much. We have done, what have we done? Oh my gosh, where are my products? You'd think I'd be more organised, wouldn't you? I did have them out last night, specifically to show you guys today. So unorganised, so unorganised. Well, we started with this blanket right here. We did the little border row, and I'm not finished because yours truly, in the middle of the video, started stewing over, I might have remembered before, started stewing over whether I pop a picot border row on. And guess what, guys? This week we're getting a picot border row on that blanket. Why? Because I can. Why? Because you guys, I know, you guys can do that better than you can do this. Trust me. It's not that difficult, that one, okay? It's a very basic blanket with a tinge of that elegance at the end with the picot border. It's going to be put on. We are going to put that border on. I'm going to do it this week. However, first tutorial you will see this week will be this one, joining your blocks. Yay! I am very glad the join came out like I hoped it would. I was a bit worried when I first started the project. I thought, will it work? And then I thought, no, as long as you get your math right, you get the counting right, you can't go wrong with this blanket. And also you have to get that count right in the middle, but not just in the middle, from the very beginning block, because if you miss that beginning block out, by the time you get around to, say, this block down here, you're thinking, wait a minute, nothing adds up. Why? Because you got the math wrong. So be very wary with the math. I wait until I have done the hexagon. I wash them and put them in a bag. Okay. All right, Angela, you're thinking that single crochet border that I'm talking to you about, the basic one, the join, the single crochet join. Yeah, we can do that one for you. How many blocks did you make? When you get a chance, just let me know. If it's 1, 2, 3, 5, how many have you made so far? But excuse my voice, guys. I think I've been talking too much this week. What? I'm actually obsessed with doing a continuous granny square since lockdown to get away from ends. Okay. Did you find with your continuous good morning, Leslie? Leslie, I have to respond to you. I do apologize. I saw your message and I will respond to you in a moment. Yeah, if you did that full loads, you've done loads. I don't know what loads mean, but that's fine. Thanks, Angela. If you've done that full granny square, you may find that sometimes that middle point turns a bit. Let me know if it does, and I'll show you a little knack how to wash and block it so it doesn't turn. I think we've already done a washing blocking. I don't know. I'll have to check. I can't remember what I've done. I've done so much this past few weeks. So busy. We did that border. This week we did a little cowl for, I wish I had them with me. I put them aside specifically for today. And do you think I can find them? What I've done with them. For Mother's Day. That's so unorganized, right? And I'm running late. Hello, I'm late. I know, I was late. Oh, you know why I was late? I was mucking around with the border row for this. But I took it undone because I was not happy. So I thought, oh, in a minute. Oh, what? It's 10 o'clock. Oh, I started running around like a chook. Crazy chook. There you go. Gorgeous. Oh, love. So we did that. Oh, I'm confused now. Oh, can I see? You can see. Here, have a look. Shall I have a drum roll? I haven't got a drum. I really have to get some drums. My son is a musician. He can organise some little drum roll for me, but I can't play it while I'm showing. Are you ready? I'll show you again and again. Like I said, it reminds me of mum and dad in the middle, or a parent or a carer, and all the little children in the round. I know. Leslie, it is a lot of work. Was it you, Leslie, who left a message on my Instagram? I think it was you. Oh, I hope it was, because 1:30 in the morning where you are. Oh, Angela, 1:30 in the morning. Oh, I'm keeping you awake. Honey, if you need to go to sleep, let me know. I'm not going to say too much today. It was. I apologize. I will get back to you, Leslie. I'll do what I can today and show you the amounts that I've used so far, and then give you a rough amount of what I'm going to use for the border. I hope that helps. Yeah? I hope that helps. Okay, beautiful, lovely. Oh, so stressed this week. Wait here. I so want to get those items that I put aside. So just, talk amongst yourselves for a few minutes. Here they are. Okay, here we are. We got them. Here we go. I hope you didn't see my trackies. I was wearing trackies. Don't tell anyone. They're kind of like trackies. My yarn seems thicker in places. Was yours? Okay, yes. And I'll tell you why. All right. That's what I was trying to say with a lot of the stuff where I don't know if when you were joining them, oh sorry, I'm a bit worked up here, or warm again. With the joins, when you're joining them, and that's probably where it's thicker, unless the yarn itself is thicker in places. The actual join itself, you needed to make sure that middle join is a bit tight before going on to the next stitch, because that can be loose and leave it more thick. I think that's what you mean. Or do you mean thicker in, say, those corners there? Is that what you mean? Leslie? Yes, no, yes. Okay, no, the yarn itself makes my hexagons about, oh really? Huh. Well, the hexagons are quite big. They're not small hexagons. They're relatively thick. It's thick yarn. It's not a thin yarn. You were going to get a thick blanket out of it. Not a really thick one. It's sort of a wider. I know what you mean, like the actual yarn itself. Here, I've got some here. In fact, I've got some cut up here. So you mean it's quite thick, the yarn? Oh, I see. You mean in some parts of the yarn it's thick and some parts it's not. Is that what you're saying? Oh, I don't know. It is a weird yarn. I admit that. It's not bad. It's just a bit of a weird yarn. And I bought more, stupidly. I bought more this week. I bought some, it's coming. Yes, but 8 hexagons measure as... Oh, I see. Some of them measuring bigger and some of them measuring smaller. Is that what you're saying, Leslie? I'm assuming that's what you're saying. Maybe it's the thickness between the actual colour change. Mine hasn't changed. Some of the orange is a bit thick. The green comes across a bit thick. Yes, the green comes across thick. The orange, I think the others are all right. I don't know. Unless you got a bad batch. Did you get a bad batch? Because it hasn't changed. It's the same thickness all the way through. I find the green a little thicker, the dark green. I don't know if that's because, no, same colour, different feeling, fibre. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, you might have got a bad batch. That can happen. Stranger things have happened. That can happen. I'm guessing. Maybe you're better off just using some of your own stash if that's not a good batch of yarn, but I don't want you to change it now. Look, it's not going to make much of a difference. Yeah, it's not going to make too much of a difference. It might be, some of the squares might be hexagons, not squares. I keep saying squares. Some of the hexagons, you change around, looks nice. You change around, looks nice. Okay, oh, I see. You mean you turn it around like that? Or change it around, it looks nice. I see what you mean, sorry. Yeah, if some of the hexagons are tiny little bit bigger, it's not going to make much of a difference. I wouldn't want to stress too much. Is it for a gift or is it for yourself? If it's for yourself, it's okay. Just pop it over your little bed or your coffee table, wherever you want to pop it. I don't know. If it's for someone else, it's the yarn. You may have to replace it. That can happen. There are occasions where sometimes we get a bad batch. No, I buy some really expensive wool, and this is quite cheap. Right, I'm not complaining about it. It's quite cheap. And I bought some expensive wool that has also been bad batches, and it's really stung me. And I thought, oh gosh, your living room is different. Oh, I know, it is a bit different. I've gotten rid of a lot of rubbish. My living room is different, yes. I've gotten rid of a lot of rubbish. Not used this yarn before. I know, I've used it before. I've never had an issue. That's the first for me, Leslie. So I'm wondering whether you just got a bad batch. It's not the best yarn in the world. Yeah, it's not, and it's not my favorite to use. I just bought it because it was on special, and I have used it before for our double crochet V-stitch blanket. I don't know if you've seen that one. It's the red velvet color, and that came out stunning. And I actually gifted that to a mum and a bub because I made the little jacket, the little matinee jacket, and booties and beanie as well. I'm sure in that video, actually I do in that video, show you a quick image of the booties, the jacket, the beanie and the blanket together. Lisa, sometimes yarns are not made properly. Maybe that's why the yarn in some parts thinner than, yeah, it's irritating. It does happen, Franca. And I, like I said, I have bought some expensive yarn that has stooged me because that has happened. And I get frustrated. And that actually happened with this. Do you remember last week? Or last week, 2 weeks ago? Remember this yarn here? And I grabbed some and it gently ripped apart in my hands. I just pulled it very gently and it was ripping to shreds, this yarn. And this here, Line Brand in Australia, cost a fortune here. It's not cheap stuff, right? I think it's on special now. It was on special last week because I bought this one. $10 a ball from acrylic. For this one or for this one. This one here in Australia can be quite expensive. I know it was on special at Spotlight last week because I bought this one. I had to finish off what I was doing. I was doing a pillow for your crappy yarn. I know, I'm sorry, honey. We have those. We have that. We do have those yarns that happens. I know, I'm sorry. I wished I could help you that way because I've been stooged before. You're not the only one, Leslie. I know you feel like crying when that happens, don't you? Especially when you put in like all those hours of work, you think, what? And you do what I do, you pick up the stuff and you throw it across the room, which I have done many times before. I'm going to discuss that in my last live. Teresa, big sister, good morning, big sister. How are you, everyone? Teresa is my sister. Yes. Hello, welcome again. We are discussing this, Teresa. Mary sometimes asks a question. I nod. I think I need help. Check that out. Teresa, does it not look good with the dark green? I'm telling you, it really has given a burst. And I keep saying to everyone, this reminds me of the parent, and these all here remind me of the children in the round. Oh, looking at the blanket, I don't think I will stand out. Each hexagon can be 2 mil. I think, are you saying 2 mil? It looks pretty good, doesn't it? I know it's come up all right. I haven't finished. We haven't done this part here, Teresa. That's getting uploaded Monday. I was going to do it tomorrow, and then I realised tomorrow's Mother's Day. Very expensive. I hate it when there's knots. I know I get angry when there's knots. I buy a lot of Bendigo Wool and Mills yarn, and that comes in a 200-gram skein. It's huge. And I love that there's no knots in there, no knots. And the only time I've ever come across knots in one of their yarns was a bad batch. And that happened once. And it was once out of how many years that I've been using their yarns. So you can get a bad batch, but Bendigo usually stands up for me. I love Bendigo, but I like to use the luxury yarn from Bendigo Wool and Mills because it's gorgeously soft. Let's get on with what we were doing this week, guys. We finished our bag. I know, right? Gorgeous. And yes, I did have to mess around with the heart. I did sew over that area. It was pretty bad. So I sewed over mine, and I did say to you guys, you can sew over yours if you like. The back was basic. So newbies, I asked newbies to do 2 sides of the back. So that way you didn't have this drama that I had here. So the bag is done. Complete. Yes, and I did for Mother's Day. I ran out of time to do a lot of stuff, so I did a little good morning, Kaz. How are you? Oh, good morning. And for Mother's Day, I did a little cow, and it is. Oh, I said I was going to wear it today, didn't I? Do you like licorice more for me? Oh, do you like licorice more for me? Do you like licorice more for me? I'm not sure what that means. I forgot to wear this. I said I was going to wear this today, and I forgot. I'm a silly, silly duffer. And so I made this one for Mother's Day, a quick, I think the button should be like that. There's a little love heart button. Okay, it's a little quick scarfy kind of thing. You can't have any, oh, you've got licorice. Is that what you're saying? Oh, I don't care, Teresa. I'll get upset. Fine, make me cry. All right, so I did make this one for Mother's Day. It was quick, it's easy, newbies can do this. It is called, what did I call it? I can't remember what I called it. Yes, I called it a spring scarf. So have a look at spring scarf in our collection. Thank you, Teresa. I'm glad you're eating licorice. And this will come up. I know it's not, doesn't really match with what I'm wearing. I forgot that I was going to wear it today. I do apologize, guys. I did say I was going to wear it, didn't I? And I forgot. So there we go. It's on. Okay, so we finished the bag. This is what we did this week. We were so busy. We did the scarf. We did the bag. We did that, the border to that. And on Monday, we're going to do this part, joining our blocks together. Now, I did make 2 mistakes in it, and I repaired it, and I've gone back and done it again twice. Once wasn't enough. Now it's perfect. Okay, the only thing I haven't finished that little centimeter, did I say centimeter? Single crochet, I don't know why I said centimeter. Single crochet row, okay, and the reason is I'm not sure whether I want to add those green before that row or after. I haven't thought about it, but I will, and I'll get that ready for you for Monday. So I started recording last night, then it got really dark. I could have put the lights on. We've got some lights here, but they're terrible lighting. They make your work look yellow, kind of gives it a yellow look. So I may have to find some new lighting and replace the lighting. And then, now, I just realised I've got to talk to you about the measurements, don't I? Not the measurements, the amount of yarn. Okay, let's have a look-see. I'm sorry about the close-up. I've got to get my paperwork. Sorry about that. You get to see me in 3D. Ooh. Okay, it's not a pretty face 3D, I'm telling you. Stay calm, Mary. Control yourself, woman. Okay, all right. Now, where am I? All right. Now, I need you to help me out with the math. I'm going to tell you what I've got, and then you have to replace it with your yards and meters. I've got grams. I forgot to do my yards and meters yesterday, but I did measure my grams, so I can tell you exactly how much of each skein I used. And like I said, we weren't going to use a lot of the bright colours. Today is a pretty grim day, rainy and cast. Yesterday was very lucky. I moved. You mowed the lawn. Moved the lawn. I think you mowed the lawn. Well, yeah, very lucky. Yeah, we don't have lawn here. Don't even get me started. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to discuss lawns. I call ours a car park, but can we get on with this? There's your picture. That's what we're making. I can show you now because it's done. Oh, the mystery part is done. Oh no, it's not finished yet. You still have border mystery. I'm sorry, I was doing measurements. I do apologize. Get it right, Mary. Stop talking. Okay, now your bright colors. Okay, there's pinks, blue, orange. I didn't use blue. Why have I got blue there? 18 green. We did 12. 2, 4, 6. All right, we did 12 pinks at 5 grams each. 12 fives, 55, 60. Failed maths, I told you. What I get? I got 60 by 60 by 60. So you need 60 of this color just for the hexagons. 60 grams, sorry. 60 grams just for the hexagons, all right? Can you show how the half hexes fit around the circle, please? I can, except I don't know what I've done with my half hexes. I've got 2. I found 2 last night. I don't know what I did with them. All right, see, just give me a sec. Let me finish these numbers first, because poor Leslie's been waiting a long time. Leslie Oliver, we're ready to go. Okay, I used 60 grams of each of these colors, the light colors, the very light colors. I am organized. Shush, let me talk. Poor Leslie's waiting for her answer. Now, it's going to be more than 60 grams. It's going to be around 70 or 80 because we're going to add here. What? They're thinking, what is she doing? We're going to fill in the blanks. Yeah, we're going to fill in those blanks. So you're looking at 100 grams per color, per light color only. These are the bright colors, the pinks and the oranges and the peaches and whatever you want to call that color. I call it an ugly pink. In fact, when I did my tutorial, when I did my paperwork, have a careful look. Right there. Ugly pink. I call it an ugly pink. Okay, so that's that. That's your bright colors. So you need 100 grams each of your bright colors. Okay, so 100 of your pink, 100 of that unusual pink, ugly pink, and 100 of the orange. Yeah? For the green, however, you'll need the light green. You'll need a lot more. Good morning, good morning. Oh, you're talking to each other. That's nice. I have a wonderful community. For your light green, so far, what I've used for light green, half hexagon come in. Is that where the half hexagon come in? I'm not sure, Angela. You might be on a different level from where we're at the moment. Oh, the half hexagons. Yes, they come in now. Morning, afternoon, evening to all. That's very nice of you, Teresa. Your light green, so far I've used 105 grams, and that is attaching everything together, and your 18 hexagons and your half hexagon. No half hexagons on the green, sorry. And your 18 hexagons, and you're attaching together. And I think that's where we end it with the light green. It's probably looking at about 110 grams, 120. I'm not sure how you're working, if you're working in meters or yards, but I'm working in grams, if that helps, all right? So you won't use much of your light green as I thought you would. With your dark green, however, you're going to use between 100 and 200. I made more hexagons than I was supposed to, so I got carried away with hexagons. Extras add to the blanket. Oh, okay. I'll be explaining that in a minute. Yes, very morning. Yeah, nasty morning, Franca. It's a nasty morning here. 100 to 200 grams of your dark green. Now, that's a rough measurement because before we add those extras, I wanted to discuss the border rows with you. Newbies. When I say newbies, if you get past this far, yay. But with the newbies, once we get those spares on, just do a row single crochet and walk away. Because I'm going to push the border as well. I'm going to push for a really cool border as well. Half hexes you want to know. Okay. Now yours truly has forgotten when I put the full hexagons. So I'm going to use just a spare one of another kind that I had lying around. I noticed that this morning when I was going through my half hexies. So let's pretend that this is the actual hexagon, even though it's not the same style at all. It's completely different. And this is your half hexie. Your half hexie. All right. So let's find the light pink, which is right here, actually. So that's good. All right. So where you have the smaller dip, which is that, we are going to fill in that with our color. Okay, that's part of the border. I'm not going to discuss that with you. Where you have the big dip like that, you are going to be joining your half hexie in that big dip somewhere. I can't even remember where now. The green goes in there like that. So you've got a green, it's like a green contrast that goes in there. And then your half hexie goes in there somewhere. I can't even remember how I do it now. I've got it on the pattern. Have to give me a second to have a look at the pattern. Okay, let's have a quick look. See, I'll pop them together so I know what I'm doing. It looks like that. Oh no, it goes the other way. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. I'm talking to myself here. First sign of madness, I believe. First sign of madness. Hello. Okay, so it's kind of like that. Oh, where am I? Oh, no, it's not. You're being a big duffer, Mary. There, it's like that. Get going. All right, it's going to be. I can't even get it worked. It's only because I can't hold it at the same time as doing. It's kind of, look, let me show you the picture so you can see it. It might be easier. It'll look like, oh, it's a really bad drawing, I'm sorry. Your full green hexagon there and your half hexagon for that colour will be right next to it, okay? Don't go along without us. Just wait. It'll be in the next tutorial. Breathe. Breathe. You're stressing me out. I can't do the tutorial right now because I'm live. Someone's in a hurry to get them all on. Monday definitely, this part of the tutorial will come. Okay? What you need to do is work out where you want your colours first. Get your hexagons and lay them out. Get your blocks, lay your green. I found it easier. Yeah, I found it easier to pop the green in an angle where I wanted it first. Then I popped my colours around where I wanted them. Get that sorted out where you want them. I now have 3 extra blocks. Okay, Allegra, that's fantastic. Keep going, take your time, because that's what YouTube is about, coming back to the video. If you're not ready, take your time and you come back to it at your pace. So that's why I love YouTube so much. That's how I've done things with YouTube. I've gone back. That's how I worked with, I keep forgetting his name, Fiber Spider. I did his kaleidoscope, can't even get the word out, the kaleidoscope blanket with Fiber Spider. Maria, have stopped the cross in the middle of the granny square for turning like a sundial. What do you mean? Oh, that one. Yes. In the main granny square. Yes. Okay. I wash and block and I literally pull it into, oh, I've missed that last one. Let me just go like that. No, that didn't work. Oh, did I just take a photo? Don't want to, oh, here we go. It's looking gorgeous. My colors are different. I'm very excited. And your border, your blanket is going to look beautiful as well. They will look great because you've put in your own colors. Now, let's get back to that granny square one in the middle. It's about washing, blocking, and pulling into place. The only way you can stop that one from not turning is actually by turning around at the end of each row. Going back the other way. Chain up 3, turn, go around. Chain up 3, turn, go around. That's the only way it's going to stay centered. Being a little on the sarcastic side, wear a watch. I don't like watches. Oh, for time. Oh, duh. I'm running. I know, it's stressing me out here. Let me bring that down a bit. That's better. It's looking up my nose. You don't want to see up there. Oh, sorry, I got sidetracked. So the only way you can stop that center from turning is by going the opposite direction and turning. No, she's talking to me. But with that one there. In fact, I'll show you that one because that one had a center pull as well. So I washed and blocked it so it could straighten up a little, and it did a bit, but not much. See how that center pulls a little bit towards one side? The only way you can do that is by doing your round, turn around, go the other way, turn around, go the other way. That's the only way you can stop it from centering. Sorry. It's because of the way we crochet. We're joining and then we're pulling to that way. We're joining and pulling to that way. And that's what happens. The blanket's pulling and pulling. Yeah, I know. It is an awkward stitch. It is. But that's the granny square. That's what it's all about, the granny square. It is, that's what it is. There's no other way you can change that except by doing the turn. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. Did I answer everyone's questions? I can't remember. Because everyone asks all these questions all at once and I get confused. No, I don't cry. Good morning, Liz. Liz, check it out. It's coming on Monday. I was going to get it up today at some stage, but I still want to play with those little half hexagons, which will go in the big dip area right there. You get the one block of green on that side, I think it is, or there. I don't remember where I put it. And then you put your half hexagon there. I will organize that, and that will be ready for Monday. I was going to do it tomorrow, but tomorrow's Mother's Day. And I forgot. Well, I didn't forget. We're just, it's never something that's on my agenda. Either do it or I don't, It does look amazing. I'm very glad that it turned out the way it did. There's still so much more to do. We are still going to do, okay. Oh, by the way, there's the Mother's Day, little Mother's Day cow. I said I was going to wear it. I just put it on before you got on, Liz. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. In the smaller section, not so much the part where we're going to add the extra green and the half colour. In here, we're going to do our single crochet, our row of single crochet over it once we're ready. Then we're going to add some elongated stitches. So by the time we're finished, it's going to look something like that. It'll still be hexagon, but it'll kind of start to swirl in a round, and then in a round, and maybe round and round and round and round, like a mulberry bush. Was it like a teddy bear? Is it mulberry bush? Oh, I don't remember the nursery rhyme. And the scarf, it's a mini scarf. I have to admit, I think I would have preferred it a bit longer, a bit bigger. But actually, now that I'm wearing it, it's kind of not that bad. It's a spring one, so you really don't want it to be thick and bulky anyway. You want it to be nice and springy. I'll pop that there. And I didn't use the other two buttons. Your hexagon blanket does look stunning though. I can't lie. Good on you, Franca. It does look okay. Look, I'm not complaining. I love the look of it. I'm still messing around with this border row though. Before I do this, before I upload this, I want to get the border row worked out. I want to make sure those pieces here work out perfectly. The spare pieces, your spare hexagon, the green hexagons, and your half hexagons. They've got to fit perfectly. Well, we got, so instead of 7 blocks for the blanket, I'm thinking with extra hexagons, I may just continue. Whoa. What have I done here? Let's have a look again. Oh, here we go. I'll just continue making a few more to make a really big blanket. Yeah, good luck with that. Because this is coming up big as it is. And once we add the border row, it's going to be even bigger. If you start doing blocks like this is what you mean, and putting more blocks, that's going to be huge. That's going to take you a long time too. Took me forever. No, but look, it's, if you want to make it bigger, go. You're a sucker for what is it? Sucker for punishment? Is that what it is? What have we done? Let's have a look. Oh, it's still there. It's the same one. I'm thinking, what's happened? So there you go. That's the blanket. That was that blanket. We did the bag and we did the, I put them down already. Now, this week, you're going to be getting 2 tutorials for this. one tutorial for this join, along even with the part of the join will be the half hexagon and the green hexagon as well. So get them ready. That will be the other part of the tutorial. The second tutorial will be the start of the border rows. You will need your lighter colors for the border rows. So I'm a sucker for punishment. Nah, never mind, Allegra. You go for it, girl. You go for it. You want to make your blanket huge? Make it huge. Make sure you get your numbers right, though. Sorry, my son's girlfriend is in lockdown with us. She is German, and she says I can't lie a lot. When she... Oh gosh, that didn't work. Let's try that again. That's good. That's nice. She's German. That's nice. Does she speak English then, obviously? Yes? Or do you speak German? Oh, that'd be nice. I wouldn't mind knowing another language. That'd be great. I mean, I know Italian, but I don't really know Italian. I know a little bit of Napolitani, or Neapolitan, if that's the word, an English word. And then I kind of make up my own little words and add them in there. So it's half Neapolitan, half English, and half a language I made up all of my own. So that's about as far as I get from knowing another language. Guys, I need a drink. Too much talking. Too much gas bagging. This glass is part of a tea set kit where you put the little tea thing in there and you put your... Yeah, I couldn't find my normal glass, so I thought this would be nice. This is nice. Oh, water, not vodka. Yarn it out. Hello, nice to see you. So hide from the kids. Oh, I missed that one. Let me put this down and get it. Here we go. Very pretty hexagons. I know they're coming up gorgeously. Yarn it out. Check it out. I think I made a little mistake in one of them, but I did repair it, so that's good. Yes, she speaks English. She has only been in England a year and a half. Oh, living in England. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, yarn it out. It's come up gorgeously, hasn't it? Yeah, so I made one mistake. I made 3, but I fixed the other 2. Then I made 1 and fixed that one this morning, as you do, the last minute. That looks... Emile. That's a lovely name. Emile, am I saying that right? Or Emily? Very well done. Thank you. And we've got the tutorial here. It's Emily, you're new. Or Emile, you're new. I just realised you're new. That's nice. Welcome. Or if you've been on before, I do apologise. You know what? I see a lot of names, and there's some Jeannie names. The name Jeannie comes up so often that I think I'm talking to the same Jeannie, but I have 3 or 4 of them. So isn't that interesting? Yeah, so the blanket's coming out nice. So before I upload this tutorial, which will come up on Monday, I will want to work on this border first, and I'm going to actually patch everything together and just put all the shapes on before I even start this tutorial for you. I've already started recording. I started yesterday. The sun went down on me and the room looked terrible, but I got 3/4 of the way through. The part I didn't get through to was joining. I actually did get all the way through, if you think about it. Was rejoining, rejoining the thread here, which was the end. So I didn't get that part done. And then I thought, wait, I want to play with the shapes before I upload this tutorial, because I don't know whether I'm going to put the shapes on after. She's teaching me German swear words. Okay. She said I'm improving on the accent. Yeah, I bet you're improving on those swear words. So yeah, so I never got that spare put in there, the spare shapes that we've got, and I want to get them in there first before I upload this tutorial, because I want to see if we're going to do it before with the light green, or if we're going to do it with the dark green. So just leave that part with me. So by Monday afternoon, I'll have it all done. Don't you know, you don't let the sun go down on you. I know that song. I know that song very well. I thought knitting was the swear word. Go figure. Knitting is a very big swear word here. I shouldn't say that because I can knit. I don't, because I'm not that good at it. The sun. I got you, Kaz. It's all right. Yeah, Teresa was my sister Teresa, my older sister Teresa. She was one of the first people. She was the only one actually who's taught me how to knit. And I love doing it, but I just find it takes so long for me. Crochet so much quicker, and I love making pretty things real fast. That's why I don't take well to these big blankets. It takes so long. And you know what? I'm a sucker for punishment because we are going to be doing a beginner's hexagon, one big, large hexagon blanket for beginners. That's coming up in a couple of weeks, about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. We're going to finish this blanket first before we start any other blanket. That's a fact. We're going to put a picot row on this blanket. So this week will be Monday, picot row, Tuesday, border, Wednesday, or do we wait till Thursday? No, we'll do it Wednesday. And then we might just finish this blanket this week. I might do the extra borders this week. We'll see. We're definitely going to have this Monday, this join as you go on Monday. Australia's Monday, if that helps. If you're overseas, your Monday is kind of different than ours. It's either morning or night or afternoon. It just depends on when I upload it. I will be uploading it probably around 8 p.m. Don't quote me on it. Between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. on Monday evening. Maybe. Don't quote me on it. Roughly. Or later in the evening. But it will go up Monday, this tutorial, for the joining of your blocks. All right. Then on Tuesday, we're definitely going to do a picot border on that blanket. Why? Because, again, I'm a sucker for punishment as well. A newbie hex blanket sounds great. I'm enjoying this one so far too. Yeah, when I do the newbie hexagon, it's just going to be one big hexagon in blanket. I was going to say square. I'm not going to say square because it's not a square. She said square. She did. Crazy lady said square. Crazy crochet lady. So yeah, we are going to do one for the newbies because when I was making this, I thought in my head that it was simple, and it was, and it is. You just have to get your math right. But it's not simple for newbies because they've not done that kind of a join before. So it's difficult for them. So I understand that, and I think maybe it's better to just do a separate blanket for newbies. It'll be totally different than this, but it will have colour. You'll have a bit of colour. And who was I talking to before about this yarn? Leslie Oliver. It was Leslie. Leslie, when I was online the other day, as I do, as a naughty girl, I ordered, it was about 2 weeks ago actually, but it came in the other day, more of this yarn. Not this colour. I ordered pinks and purples because I was going to do something with that. So maybe we'll do the hexagon blanket with that. Maybe not. I haven't decided what the colours are on that other blanket. But we're not doing anything big until we finish this guy right here, because I'm starting to get I get shaky hands when I get towards the end of something because I'm so excited. I'm really excited. I get very shaky. It happens. I get shaky when I'm excited. It happens. Some people, they scream, they yell, they drink, they party. I just get shaky hands. We all have our thing. Anyway, I'm going to take this off, guys, because I'm really warm. It's warm in here, and I've got the heater blaring 100 miles an hour because it was cold this morning. But I'm starting to feel the heat now. Oh, it's still cold. It's still nasty cold outside. But there you go. So that's our blanket, guys. We have been very busy this week. We have, and we are going to get busier. I know, right? Need to work out the time difference between Melbourne and England. It's 2 a.m. there, isn't it? Oh, poor honey. Poor honey, you're up very late. I was going to do the tutorials earlier, and then I thought I really struggled to get on at 10 o'clock, getting everything all sorted out at 10. My concern was I ordered 6 cakes, but they only sent 5. I hope I have enough for the border. You will, Leslie. You will. Oh, actually, you will. I think you might, because I found that when I wound my cakes up, most of them added up to about 200 grams anyway. 8-9 hours difference, Teresa says, yeah. Mine added up to roughly 200 grams anyway when I wound them up, as well as the green. I think the green was 189 grams. I think you'll have enough. I think you will. Because we're not going to do, the border's not going to be so big. It will be big, but it's not going to be huge. You're going to have a bit of this colour. Yes, same in Coventry in England, yeah. You're going to have some of this colour in there as well. So for the first part of your border, you will have, that'll be filled in with your spare greens, right? And your half hexagons. You will have a row of single crochet. You'll have this row of single crochet. Then you'll have something like this in here, just to even it out so that it gets a bit higher. Then you'll have, I'm trying to remember if I did I did a second row of single crochet in green. Doesn't have to be the dark green, you know, if you don't have enough, but I think you'll have enough. And then we have, like, I'm going to be doing some lace up the top. I'm in New York. It's nighttime here. Yarn it out. What time is it there in New York? Be interesting to know. As I'm trying to marry some times up with different countries, and I find at 4 p.m. in the afternoon here in Melbourne, Australia time is pretty good. I don't know if that's because Melburnians are on, but a lot of people get on. I try to book it so that I can cater for everybody, but it's really hard. If the world would just stood together in one spot, we wouldn't have this problem now, would we? Well, actually, we are standing together at the moment, aren't we? We're all in the world. We're all standing together. We're all standing in our homes, but we're all standing together, I think. I do believe. Yeah, I actually have rearranged a room. I didn't mean to rearrange it. It's just that, see that doll right there? I usually pop it over here. It's usually standing right here. So I really haven't rearranged much. I did neaten up a little bit. As you can see, it's a little bit tidy. It's Mother's Day tomorrow. Has to be nice. Doesn't make a difference. It's not like I have a party. A very quiet Mother's Day this year. Anyway, there is the blanket, guys. For the newbies joining us now, I've noticed some numbers are going up. So for those joining us new, it's 9 p.m. there. It's a nice time. 9 p.m. is perfect. Is it a Saturday night or a Sunday night? It'd be Saturday night, wouldn't it? 9 p.m. Saturday night. Gorgeous. I know, it's very gorgeous. I love it very much. So far it's coffee table size. If you understand what coffee table, Friday night, is it? No, it can't be Friday night because we're Saturday morning. Hello, you're right, Therese. It could be Friday night. I'm thinking Sunday today. It's Saturday. It's snowing. Oh, it's snow. You know, I've never seen snow. I've seen it on TV, but I've never seen it up live in my hand. No, never ever seen snow. What? You're thinking, what? No, it's true. Doesn't really. We had some hailstone once that kind of looked like snow, but it wasn't real snow. It was hailstones. They were huge. Oh, massive. It was one Christmas day, and I think it was we were just leaving, I think my sister's house, my dad's house at the time, and I came home and it was everywhere. Anyway, something like that, I think. I can't even remember, but there was hailstones. It was a Christmas day. That's all I remember. I saw it once on top of the mountain in Switzerland. Oh, when you travelled. We'll be getting snow on Sunday, so they say. Well, no, it's pretty cold here today, so one never knows. I reckon Melbourne will get snow one day. It's nasty. It's nasty, the weather these days. Oh, here we go. Friday. Thank you, Yarn It Out. Thanks, Teresa. I'm not tired. I'm not even going to repeat that. Country floating about rules. So lockdown will not be able to ease till English. I'm not saying any of those words. Your treadmill has gone walkies. No, it's there. There it is. You know what it is? I haven't rearranged a room. I've just moved, I think. Yeah, I've moved. I usually sit here, don't I? And the doll usually sits there. I've moved. And you know why I've moved? Because there's not a lot of light today. It's very cloudy. And I've pushed everything further back so that I can get a little bit more lighting in here. It didn't work. But it does look nice and clean, doesn't it? I know. The mess in the background's not there. And I have to admit, I've been folding all these blankets you see here, folding them up, putting them in bags. And before I start my tutorials or my lives, not my tutorials, because you don't see them in the tutorials, but before I start my lives, I take them out and put them up. I've been doing that lately. Only because I need the treadmill. See the treadmill there? Because I've been working out. I know. Sad, really, isn't it? Doctor's orders. So only because I need the treadmill, so I can't have all that gear on the treadmill anymore. And then I thought, whilst I was putting the treadmill stuff away, I thought, may as well put them all away. And then once a week, take out what it is we're doing at the time, or take out some fun items occasionally and change the room a bit, which is what I did. And in about a week or 2 weeks' time, you're going to see my whole wall of yarn stash. Hate snow. Wow. yeah, I'm going to be rearranging, not that cabinet there, but I've got a cabinet exactly the same in the corner over there, and that's where my yarn is going in. Oh, I've already told everyone in the house, that cabinet is mine, 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 mine. Mine, that's mine or mine. Because I need place for my yarn. They're all in tubs at the moment. If I can show you. Oh, you've seen the tubs. I've shown you tubs. Yes, it looks very tidy. I know for a change. I can get very messy. It's pretty unusual for snow in May. Is it? Oh, in America, of course it is. It usually snows in November, December, January, I think. Is that right? Or February? But by the way, what did you think of my one party I threw myself last week? I told you. I even rang you the next day. Oh, that couple hours later. Naughty girl, never got a response. It did look fun. Looked like you were having too much fun. Looked like I didn't get a response because you just drank too much and fell asleep. That's what it looked like. I'm guessing. Once again, guys, just in case, you know, heads up, if you hear music in the background, that's my son. He's teaching this morning. He teaches every Saturday mornings. Usually he goes and teaches at the schools, the singing school, or the music school, I should say. But because the situation we're in, he's teaching live, like I am. I'm here live with you guys. He's teaching live there. Just hope the internet holds out. Oh. If I cut off unexplainably, fall asleep. No, but I did drink the whole bottle. Oh, gosh, my bedroom needs a revamp. Oh, Franca, you know what? I'll come where you are. You come here and we'll just do each other's houses and then we'll go back. Your house, believe me, will be much more cleaner than this one. I need a shovel in here sometimes. Just toss it out in the backyard. I've got to get that. Well, where is it? Oh, I keep touching that. Oh, that's no good. Okay, there we go. Oh, we're under control. The lighting keeps coming in and out. That's because of bad lighting, guys. I'm sorry if you see my face coming in and out. It's really weird. It's just bad lighting. I'll have to organise my lamps, get my lamps all set up now. I forget that we're heading into winter here. Needs a revamp. I've got that one. Oh, hang on. There we go. That's better. My nan used to say, never predict the weather till May out. Till May's out, until May's out. Oh, we never predict the weather here. Melbourne's got what we call 4 seasons. I'll say 5 because there's a spare one. We've got 4 seasons in one. Snows October, February, sometimes to April. Oh, wow, that's a lot of snow. It's a lot of snow, yarn it out. I say Melbourne has 4 seasons and we have them all in the first 5 minutes of the morning. And then it just takes off during the day and swips and swaps and does its own little thing. Melbourne is just some weird weather. What I didn't like the other day, we had those really strong winds. I thought someone's tree was going to come through our house. Nasty winds. They weren't normal winds. They were nasty, nasty winds. So there we go. Guys, we are getting sidetracked. We're on with weather. We're on with everything else. What's coming up? But they refers to May. Tree, not the month. Oh, the hawthorn tree. Oh, that's interesting. Good idea, Maine. Oh, lockdown is over. I'm going out and not going in again. I tell you what, when it comes to getting out, we kind of self-contained ourselves 2 weeks before everybody else. So we've been in lockdown for 7 weeks. We haven't. The whole country hasn't. We have. I was actually 3 weeks now, and I'm thinking about it. We did ourselves 3 weeks before. Not because we were unwell. We just thought, no, we've got too many families with, too much. Oh, hi, Margaret. How are you? Yay. Never good morning. Better late. Oh, no, don't worry. I haven't missed much. I'll just replay everything at the end anyway. Yeah, we kind of put ourselves in lockdown weeks before everybody else because we have too many family members that may become ill and we just don't want to take that risk. Hex looks good. Check it out, Margaret. Check it out. You missed the best part. You missed the best part of the join. The actual join itself of all the blocks is coming on Monday. I was going to do it tomorrow and then I realized tomorrow's Mother's Day. So that's not going to happen. So it'll definitely come on Monday. Sorry, I have to go. I'm going to watch replay. Take care, everybody. You haven't missed much, Leslie. You know what's happening. We're going to be doing this on Monday, and we're doing the border of that one on Tuesday, and then coming back to this on Wednesday. So I will see you Monday or Wednesday. I won't see you, but you'll be watching. And have a good evening or morning. I can't remember what it was there. And I'll see you soon. Now, for everybody else, ta-da! The blankie is coming out gorgeous. I know. And in fact, I'm thinking, what am I going to do with it afterwards? Do I keep it or do I sell it? I don't know. I'm loving it too much at the moment. And I'm thinking it's taking up so much of my time. I don't really want to sell it. See, my daughter prices my items per my hour, which is why I charge so much for my blankets and my whatever projects I sell. If she had to charge for this one, it would be a fortune for the amount of time that I've spent. Having said that, if I cut out all the mistakes that I made, then it would be less time still, but it will still be expensive. A lot of fiddling with this blanket. The actual materials itself, that was quite cheap, as you know. But the blanket itself, making of the blanket, designing the pictures, the design took me forever to draw up the design and get it right, to fill in those blanks. Even now I'm a bit iffy about those blanks, this part right here. I will talk to you guys and we'll work it out. So I won't just say, there it is, see you later. No, if I'm not happy, I'll tell you. It just means you might have spare hexagons left. No, I think we'll add them. I'm still thinking of adding them. I'm just not sure about them yet until I put them all together today or tomorrow. Oh, no, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Mother's Day. Today. It'll have to be today. Oh. All right, I'll do it today. And you will get it on Monday. You'll get it with or without the spare hexagons. I haven't decided yet. But I will talk about it in that tutorial about what we're going to do and how to set it all up. Locked down ourselves when Italy went into lockdown because our government was too slow to get on with it. Yeah, I know. You know what? And I have to give credit to the Australian government. They got onto it like that. The minute they saw what was happening around the world, they said, right, we're going into lockdown. And when are you doing the easy hexagon? When am I doing the easy hexagon? Well, maybe I'm hoping this blanket here will be finished by the end of the week. Notice how I do that? If it's finished before the end of the week, I could start the hexagon this week. If not, it may not start till next week. But I'll keep you informed during the week. I may do an update. I may even do a Wednesday live. I usually do a midweek live when there's something major happening. So I might do a Wednesday live, depending on how far we got with this blanket here. End of the week maybe, or early of next week. So don't quote me on it. But just think, the blanket that we do, the easy hexagon blanket, it will be 10 times easier, to the extent where I can just show you the start of it and you can head off on your own and do as many rows as you like and then come back and see me when you get to the end of your blanket and you just need to do a few rows of border. Okay, so it will be so much easier. You won't have all this join. There'll be no joining at all. None. It will just be made in one straight hexagon all the way around and you're just working in the round. And it might even use the granny stitch, like, your 3 doubles or your 3 half doubles. It depends. I haven't thought about it, but I just thought about it the other day thinking it really is difficult for newbies. And I really think it's fair that I give you newbies your own hexagon blanket that you can pop on your beds, that you can pop on coffee table, or you can give it to a newborn baby. If you want to make it in cotton, even better, because I know a lot of parents are opting not to use wool for baby. Not all parents. Lots of parents are asking me for wool. That blanket right there, I sold that in a wool. So not all parents. It might not be going for a baby. It could be going for an adult. So we don't know. And lots of people like wool, and lots of people like to pop them over their couch, just as that is there. So, or sofa. Couch, sofa. So there you go. So yes, that hexagon blanket, the easy one, will come directly after this is finished. Directly. And if you want, I could get you started before this is finished. If that's what you would like to do, it will be a very small base, 5 rows, and then you head off on your own. And then by the time we finish this, you can come back and we can do the border. How's that sound? even? Who asked me that question? I can't remember. Let's get up there. Franca asked me the question. Franca, we could do that if you like. If you like. Tell you what, I'll come and I'll do a Wednesday midweek live to see where we're at this blanket, and then we could talk about whether we could start the other hexagon maybe Thursday or Friday. Sound good? The border to this particular piece right now, you will see Monday, and the border will go up Wednesday regardless of whether I do a live. I'm making blankets for babies, kids, and adults in hospitals. Sounds great. Okay, Franca, just check with your hospital that you're making for. Some of them don't allow wool in hospitals. Check with them. Not all of them. Some of them say that's fine. They might ask you to make them in cotton or acrylic. A lot of people are using acrylic, more acrylic than wool. When I say wool, we're talking 100% pure wool, yeah? A lot of people are opting not to use it. I use 100% pure wool all the time, and I have allergies. So there you go. And luckily I haven't been breaking out. The wrists are usually the first thing to break out. Then the elbows, and then the stomach and the neck and the chest, everywhere, and the ears. Oh, the ears are so sore. That's why I keep them covered, because I don't want anything to go near them because they're sore. Okay, Jenny. Wow, beautiful piece together. Not doing wool. I'm allergic. Well, so am I. I'm not allergic. I get psoriasis. Yeah, the blanket's coming up nice, isn't it, Jeannie? Good to see you, Jeannie. The blanket. The join is perfect. We are going to do this join, and I am so glad. Hi, Jeannie. I'm going to do this join on Monday. It's definitely coming Monday, guys, because like I said, the recording is done. I just need to finish that recording, the last bit, and then decide whether I want to join those half hexagons and the green hexagons before we do the border row, or do I incorporate it with the border row? That's something I need to sit and play with. I just, as I go along, I work as I go along. I never make, the only plan I made was planning the actual hexagon itself, right? The actual shape itself. That was the only plan I made. I didn't plan the border, and I didn't plan those extra, I put the extra shapes there, but I wasn't happy with them. And I'm still not happy with them, but we're going to do them, whether we like it or not. Do I sound like a mama? We're going to do them, young ladies and young men, because I have some male followers as well. We're going to do them. Wool, 5.5K. What does that mean? I'm not sure what that means. Okay. I can't touch wool, so itchy. I can't wait for the tutorial. Yes. You know what? Maybe I'll do the tutorial in cotton. While you're talking, I have been crocheting, so get to work already. No. Your mum. Thank you. You have got 5.5K. Oh, I thought you meant wool. I thought, what are you talking about? I do have, and I'm supposed to have done my 5,000 giveaway. I know. 5,000 subscriber giveaway, and I can't because we're in lockdown. So, I mean, I can, but I've got nothing to give yet. I can pull out some yarn, but that's not right. I want to get some nice stuff. I want to add some nice new things in there for you. So once we are out of lockdown, I will do that giveaway. It is I call it a quarter of a century giveaway. That's what I'm going to call it. And it's not a quarter of a century. It's not at all. It's just a silly thing that I have in my head. It doesn't have anything to do with a quarter of a century. That's just what I call it. And I'm going to do my 5,000 subscriber giveaway. It's going to be a big one because it's a milestone for me. I remember, like I kept saying, when I first got my first 100 subscribers, I was excited. I was jumping up and down, 100 subscribers. And, I think 80% of them were family. I didn't say it to remind you. Wait, just excited to see it faster than I go. I know, right? I know. But you know what? By now I would have done. You sound like a teacher. I know, right? In the old days, and all of it, attention. If you like, I can give you a Mosaic granny blanket I crochet recently. What do you think? No, I've got my own. You mean a pattern? Don't give me any blankets. Rosalina yarned it out. I finally got past the 1,000. Did you? You're finally past. Hang on a minute. You got your own channel. Why didn't you tell me? Jeannie, have you got your own channel? Hello. Jeannie. Ding, 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 ding. No, she doesn't. That's right, like that. Forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, usually at 5,000 subscribers, I do the big giveaway. The 1,000 subscribers for the giveaway. Oh, you want to give away a blanket? I know I'd have to look at it first. I can't remember what it looks like. I'd have to look at it. I'm very fussy. Yes, I have a channel. Jeannie, why didn't you tell me you had a channel? You duffer. I'll give you a send up. I'll give you a shout out. I haven't posted a lot lately. It's all right. Look, Jeannie, is it called Jeannie's Crochet Creations? Yes? No? Yes? Yes, yes, no? No? Yes? Yes, yes, no? She's not answering me. She'll answer me later. Because when you tell me you haven't seen it yet. No, I have to look at something before I put it on show and advertise. Sorry, Teresa, that's my thing. I'm very fussy at what I put in my giveaways, very fussy. I could put my own blankets in my giveaways, but I don't even do that. So very, very fussy. And usually with the giveaways, I like to give away yarn. I like to give away items. I don't promote it like I should. Lol, yes, the same name. Do you mind if I promote it, Jeannie? Is that all right? While I'm talking about this, Teresa, I usually put in crochet hooks, yarn, I don't know, pins. I can't even think. All little knickknacks that people are going to use for their crochet. I don't actually give them. I mean, I could give them my blankets too. I don't do that either. I give them that. Sometimes I give unusual things like soap. I do put my soap saver bags in sometimes. That would be awesome. Thank you. Yes. All right. Jeannie's Crochet Creations. She has her own YouTube channel here on YouTube. Go visit her. I'm giving her a little plug today. Had I known earlier, I would have plugged her earlier. And I will plug you again on Wednesdays live. After I've watched some of your videos. Mary does fun, awesome giveaways. Yeah, sometimes, not always. So the 1,000 mark, I do a big giveaway. And the 500 mark, when I hit a 500 mark, I do a small giveaway. And that small giveaway is not really a giveaway as such. It's not a big one. It's very small. And I give it away to someone who actually puts in a lot for our channel, like Angela from Ghost Hacker. She messages me via Messenger. She messages me on, I guess I thought you knew I had a channel. I didn't know. And maybe you said it once and it flew over my head, but I know now. Heads up, I know now. So Ghost Hacker, she's on Instagram, she's on Facebook, she's here. Everywhere you look, Ghost Hacker, or Angela as she's called, she is everywhere. And I sent something to her. And last year, at the end of the year, we had a New Year's Eve giveaway, which I call Subscriber of the Year giveaway. And that was Suzanne. Suzanne from, oh, I can't remember where she was from. God, Crochet, and something else. Oh, I can't remember. She's got a YouTube channel here as well. So these are the people that put in so much effort for Wow Crochet. They do all the, not all of them, some of the projects. They message me, they send me photos. Angela's a lovely, sweet lady. Yes, she is. They send me photos of their work. Sometimes they just, like Angela, just messages me to have a chat. And that's lovely. Sometimes I don't respond because I just haven't got time. Angela, it's not because I don't want to. And I get really stressed and I think the day later, oh my gosh, I forgot to respond to Angela. And then I respond to something totally different. Suzanne, lovely too. Yes, Suzanne's got her own YouTube channel. It's a small one at the moment. She's just started. So yeah, God, Crochet, and oh, I can't remember what the other word was called. I'll plug you both on Wednesday properly. So there you go. And so that's what I do with my giveaways. Classy Kim's Crochet won your small giveaway. And that's right, she did too. Who else did? Classy Kim. There was Liz Angelicus won something recently. Once. She did win once, yes. Who else? Liz, Classy Kim. Oh, Suzanne. Oh, gosh, there's so many. It's all happening, guys. The giveaway will happen. Jeannie's reminded me. It won't happen now because I can't get out to buy the little knickknacks. The bigger items I don't have a problem giving yarn. I've got so much yarn here, which I'll be doing a tutorial on. Oh, not a tutorial. It's kind of like a live show of my yarn. So you'll have a look when I set it all up. Like I said, I've got that cabinet you see right there. I have a cabinet in the corner. in there was a whole lot of books that nobody ever read except me. And I've read them, not all of them, but some of them. And I thought, why are they there if no one's reading them? So I'm boxing them up and put them in somewhere else. There's been a lot. You are growing so fast. I am growing fast. I'm growing fast. It's not as fast as I'd like it. Oh wait, was that it? Is that Suzanne or was that was Jeannie? Yeah, I'm not growing as fast as I'd like it to, but fast enough. Lately I've been pushing more tutorials than what I used to do. If you remember, I only just started at the beginning of the year to do Mary's Merry Monday, Tip Tuesday, Wednesday, all those sort of things. I had to cut that out for the time being. Not because I didn't want to do them, but because there are a lot of talk, which is great. But right now, while people are at home, they want more projects. And so I started popping more projects on while people are at home. Maybe in another couple of months' time when things start to settle, I'll go back to that as well. But in the meantime, I'm just pushing those projects. It's murder on my hands and my neck and my shoulders and everything else. But I really want to push the projects so that people are watching and enjoying some crochet time while they're at home. I know that I just don't have time here to do anything except that. And I've started on the treadmill, doctor's orders. So I thought in a few months' time when things start to settle, fingers crossed that the world starts getting itself all back together again. I feel like, Humpty Dumpty, putting our pieces all back together again, because that's what we are. We're just an egg and we're cracked a little bit. We're just going to put all those pieces back together again. I am busy and I don't know how I'm keeping up, to be honest with you. And it's starting to show physically because I'm always sitting, crochet, and I'm putting all this weight. So yours truly needs to do some more working out. I'm still going to pump those tutorials out. And after these big blankets that we finish this week and next week, I'll start on some smaller projects. Some nice, quick and easy small projects so you guys can put them together nice and quickly. And that gives me more time to do some workout and where everyone's happy. And don't forget, guys, if you have anything you'd like to see on our channel, you can leave some messages in the description box. Sorry, not the description box. Try the comment section down below here or on any other of my tutorials. If you find that you really liked the granny square blanket, but you wanted to see a single crochet join instead of that join, you can leave that message there. I'm happy to do what I can to show you what I can. But if I don't know what you want to see, I'm happy to just pop up whatever I do. See you, Teresa. Bye. In actual fact, guys, it is 1 hour and 17 minutes I've been chatting. So it is time for me to go. Yay. So don't forget, Monday you receive this tutorial. Tuesday you receive Pico tutorial. Wednesday you receive the border to this tutorial. And Thursday, also Wednesday, I'm doing my midweek live at 4 p.m. Australia time, Melbourne, Australia time. And Thursday or Friday, you will receive the second part of the border, because there's two parts to the border. There's the border where we're putting all the colours in, and then there's the final bit of the border. I'm not going to talk about that one. That one's going to be invented as I go along. It goes to show I haven't even thought. I have thought about it. I want to use like a lace look. See how these are joined in nice tight, and we've got like that lacy kind of look there. Well, I want to use a lacy kind of look for a border. I will play with it. If it doesn't look good, we'll scratch it and I'll do something else. But I want to try it and have a look-see. I think it would look nice. Any tips that you may have or any options that you think would look better, you can let me know as well. Otherwise, guys, I will see you on Monday for the join of this blankie. Yay! Very excited, guys. Very, very excited. Bye, everyone. Happy Mother's Day for Sunday. I forgot. I don't know if it's Mother's Day all around the world, but it's Mother's Day here tomorrow. So happy Mother's Day to you all. I hope if you are a mum, I hope you are getting looked after. If you are a mum to your pet, I hope your pet keeps you comfortable and warm. Good night, everyone. Oh, Sticky Stitch, we're going. Well, you said good morning, but we're going. We're done. I've been on for 1 hour and 20 minutes. It's a long time. Got hair in my mouth. So we're going. I'm sorry, guys. Bye. Sticky Stitch. I love you. I'll talk to you during the week anyway. It would be beautiful with the lacy joint. I'll think about it. Yeah, I'll think about it. That's okay. All right. Bye. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Ciao for now. Bye. Bye all. Oops, I'm still here. Bye.